is him. That person that's climbing that tower right now is the same person in that video. They put out a hook harness of some sort to try to get him into that harness and get him through that window, but it does not look like he's going for those efforts. In fact, it looks like he's moving away from them. But yes, this is the closest they've gotten to him. They did knock out some glass on the 16th floor. They knocked out some panels of a vent to try to get to him there. We saw police poking their heads through those panels of that vent, trying to get to him that way. Instead, he just moved around the building, moved around the corner, and now it looks like they've basically cornered him. They're so close to each other. This is the closest we've seen. There's a hook there, and you can see that it's basically in his grasp. All he has to do is grab it, but it doesn't look like he's doing that. He's continuing to diligently use those suction cups to work his way up that tower. There's also a scaffolding unit right next to, almost right next to him on the south side of the building. That has not moved in the last 30 minutes, but we see that they are as close to him as they have been at this point. And it looks like, they are really within arm's reach of him from what we can see on the ground. You can see police are actually reaching to him, possibly to hook him onto some sort of harness, because I can see an officer almost hanging out, and we're starting to hear some people on the ground, some yelling from the folks here on the ground, and police, of course, are trying to keep crowd control. There are a lot more officers here on the ground trying to keep folks away from the street. They blocked off 56th Street between 5th Avenue and Madison as they try to get to him. But you can see that this is the closest they've been to him all evening, all afternoon, and he is working his way up towards the 21st floor. That's where the glass has been taken out of. That's the floor police are working out of, is the 21st floor. We're told they basically set up a command post up there. That's where they focus their efforts to get to him. And you can see he's working up the glass that has not been broken in. So police are trying to get to him that way. But it does not look like he's reaching for him, because at this point it looks like he's in arm's length away from them, that he could even work his way into that window, but it doesn't look like he's doing that. He's still working his way up alongside the window, alongside the building, in the glass that's not been taken out yet on the 21st floor. So police again telling us that he's not being responsive. He hasn't really cooperated with them to try to get into the building, but you can see police have their arms they're grabbing him right now. You can see they've grabbed him, and he is now inside the building. You can see several police officers grabbing him, trying to get him off those suction cups. We're hearing some cheering down on the ground. Police have safely taken that man into custody.
Oh my God! It's about bloody time, isn't it?
He's stuck on one of the suction cups.
This bloody imbecile went all the way up using suction cup at the Trump Tower building on 56th and 57th Street, and been up there for 4 hours. The man is out of his mind. He says he wants to have a dialogue with Trump, and that he's a Trump supporter. I bet Trump paid him to do this, to take the heat away from all the rubbish he's been saying about Hillary. I wouldn't put past that Trump could easily been a stunt. But they got him. He's sober. I'm not saying I'm glad I witnessed it, but you know, I'm just happy that idiot didn't fall off. This could have been disastrous. Road pizza avoided. Alright, the show's over. Cheers.